Ladies and gentlemen, AMC stock is in green territory and now it's flat. You're heading into the last 8 minutes of the trading day. Here today, heading into the biggest day for AMC stock in the last year and a half. We're talking about the courts. We're going to get the next update because the short interest has recently hit about 26.5%. And it's only that high because of this trade. So short asses are on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're going to get into what I personally think is going to happen tomorrow and how what you're seeing with AMC today might be confirming it. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial planner. Come to your own conclusions. And this is my conclusion. This is my rough estimate of what I think will happen with AMC tomorrow. So let's first get into some of the data and what happened today. So really the big story of the day today, if you guys have not seen the last video, we went over everything. But essentially, Judge Zern appointed, what's her name? What's her name? I can't even, Miss Elise Amato, Esquire of Pickett, Jones, and Elliott. She appointed her to oversee the settlement disagreements, the letters that have been sent to the court over the past couple of weeks because of the sheer volume of them. And she says they want to give credence to every single letter that was sent and see what people have to say. Even Bloomberg Law News saying that it looks unlikely any final decision will be made tomorrow. Now, shorts and how they've been positioning in AMC cannot afford for bad news coming tomorrow. After all, on average, if a short took out a short position in January, based off of the cost to borrow fees alone, this trade is completely unprofitable. Yep, you heard that. Unprofitable if you took out a short position in Q1, essentially, of 2023. Short sellers have lost $1.91 billion due to cost to borrow fees alone since the start of Q1, and that was Q1, January 1st through March 31st, not to mention April. And cost to borrow rates have been sky high, and they continue to be sky high, and likely will be sky high after the court date coming tomorrow. So it's clear, number one, there's not going to be a final decision made. Number two, this is going to take some time. Both of those things shorts are not prepared for. But number three, this likely does not go the shorts way. Likely you get a revo of common stock. We might get some indication or forward guidance or forward hints to what is coming next. And I do imagine we do. And that's probably what AMC stock will react to. Now, I personally think that someone somewhere knows something can apply to this case with AMC. Someone somewhere knows something. And what you're seeing with AMC share price today being down now 2 cents, it's telling you something. If this was going to be the holy grail of bad news and AMC was destined to go to $3 per share, a lot of where these hedge funds options positions are placed at, well, I doubt you would see a marginally down day, a pretty much flat day heading into that big catalyst. Usually these hedge funds are tipped off in advance, and that's why, granted, before a stock reports earnings, for that matter, if they're going to be bad earnings, a lot of the time the stocks will sell off into those earnings, and vice versa. If they are good earnings, a lot of the time stocks will rally into those said good earnings. So you are not seeing that here today. That is one indication that leads me to believe AMC stock might be very bullish coming tomorrow. Now, just how bullish is AMC stock likely to be? Well, I think a move in the range of $6 to $7 per share is most certainly on the table tomorrow, based off of what we are hearing today and how hedge funds are positioned for this event. Keep in mind, we've been tracking this very closely. Hedge funds, by and large, if you look at the option expiration for this Friday, a lot of that open interest, most of that open interest, is held at the $2 and the $3 puts for AMC. If we go ahead and pull that up over here on Webull, which granted they are completely destroyed at this point, you have 82,000 for open interest at the $3 put. At the $2 put, you have 78,502 contracts that are held on that strike. These contracts are going for $2 for the $3 put and $1. One single dollar. They're almost giving these contracts away because at this point, it's almost a certainty that is not going to happen. And if you look at the call side, premium looks a little bit more elevated. At the 450 put, the puts are going for $11 a piece if you wanted to get straight into a position. On the call side, at the $5 strike, they're going for about $18. So you are seeing a little bit of that divergence here. Calls are costing a little bit more to get into rather than puts. So what's that saying? Well, it's saying AMC stock probably likely to rally throughout the rest of the week. And here is the closing bell. We're now closed. AMC stock closed down 3 pennies or 0.60% in the red, up in after hours slightly by a couple percentages or a couple points of a penny. So that's my prediction. In between $6 and $7 per share, likely find some resistance around the 200-day moving average. And then I think from there, it depends on what the courts say. If the courts say things that go against this arbitrage trade that, you know, they're not good for the shorts to hear, then it might prompt shorts to cover on their short positions. That is a very real possibility here. And that's what I would be prepared for if I were you guys. Now, let's get into some of the data here with AMC stock and where things currently sit. So on the day, let's go ahead and refresh this. AMC stock has seen 55 orders totaling about $18 million, positive order value of 1%. A lot of puts that are coming through still, but they are getting more targeted towards late July and mid-June. You guys can see right here the expirations. Most of them, if not all of them, are for June or July. Some of them extending out into September. There is a lot of option activity being placed on AMC stock today, but a lot of it is extended. And again, I don't think this is something that shorts have thought was a possibility. I think shorts thought this was a home run coming tomorrow, right? Or what was going to be Thursday. It's not. AMC's live short interest of free float is sitting at 26.5%. Yearly highs, right? For the last 2 years now, this is the highest level that you have been at throughout this whole entire trade. Does not get higher than 26.5%. Cost of borrow average, 354.5%. Cost of borrow max at 363%. Cost of borrow minimum sitting at about 310%. I mean, again, shorts lost $1.91 billion in 2023. They cannot afford this trade to take a while. Just pure numbers here, right? The whole trade alone is only going to give you at maximum around 150%. That would be the price in which APE could come up to somewhat match AMC share price, and then AMC falls a little bit. That's the most you can make out of this trade. If you're losing billions and billions of dollars, well, that's doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be in the trade. And I think that will become prevalent coming tomorrow. Now, if we look at the Stonko tracker data for this Friday, 3,200 calls in the money, 112,000 calls out the money, 56,000 puts in the money, and 249,000 puts that are out of the money. So you are looking at some decent option activity that could help fuel a move right up or down. You know, it just all depends what is said tomorrow. And I think that's a big key. What is said tomorrow will be very important. Now, don't forget as well that although AMC might do its own thing, and just again, depending on what the courts say, it could do its own thing. But you're going to have some earnings coming out. So you're going to have Microsoft, Google, Enphase, Visa, Chipotle, Texas Instruments, and smaller companies coming out tomorrow and after hours. This is going to be the biggest day so far of earnings season. And if there's big surprisers, big upsets, it could move things, as well as Raytheon Technologies, Spotify, Pepsi, 3M, GE, McDonald's, GE, Halliburton, UPS, and Verizon that also report tomorrow morning. And I should point this out here in this part of the video, at least, that you're probably going to see the reaction right off the bat coming tomorrow morning from this whole court situation. I don't think it's going to be like a midday kind of thing that comes out. It's probably going to be like March 14th, early in the morning when you do get that reaction. So you'll have plenty of time to react to it, to make trades, do whatever you guys want to do with AMC. So there you guys have that. That is pretty much what happened today. Again, earnings can be important tomorrow as well in regard to helping to amplify a potential move up or down. So that is pretty much going to do it for this video. I want to hear from you guys where you think AMC stock can and will go coming tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. If you guys want to come trade with me live in real time, link down below in the description of this video as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Estimate was 8.8, so that's a little bit worse there too.